Here we will be focusing on few value-added products of honey. So last class we have a general idea on how honey and their nature. And today we will be focusing on some products produced from honey, like fermented honey. We have to understand what is that. Then honey paste for dressing wound. Then what is honey jelly? Then honey caramel or creamed honey, comb honey, and honey beer. And again, some more products are also there, and which we will be discussing in another class. So to begin with, we have to understand what is a fermented honey. This fermented honey is also known by another term called mead. Now, about the nature of the fermented honey, you can see that it is an alcoholic beverage made by fermenting honey with water. That is known as a fermented honey. That we take water, we mix water and honey, and sometimes we will be also adding some fruits, spices, grains, etc. So that kind of honey is known by the name a fermented honey. There is a picture I will show you. So here you can see some pictures of how fermented honey or what is fermented honey. See, here you can see that this is how the fermented honey is normally made. So in case of fermented honey, it is simply honey and a combination or mixture of honey and water. That is what we know by the name fermented honey. Here you can see that. So this fermented honey has number of uses. So yeast is introduced to honey water mixture. Basically, a fermented honey is a mixture of honey and water. And into that honey and water mixture, we will be adding yeast also. So by the addition of yeast, there are some advantages. And yeast is a bacteria, is a microorganism that can cause fermentation. So that will be fermenting the honey, and depending on the desired type, fermentation time can vary from few weeks to several months. What type of yeast we are introducing, what is the type of honey. So basically fermented honey is a honey water mixture into which we are adding yeast. Just like we will be adding yeast in preparation of other types of alcohol. We are also, for example, in order to make wine, also we will be adding yeast. So the same yeast is also introduced. And what are the uses of fermented honey? Then it is mainly used as a traditional beverage, and artisanal means basically made by trade people, that is relating to characteristics of an artisan. Artisan means made in a traditional way by someone. That is a normal household type of preparation. That is known as the artisanal. So here you can see that's mainly the traditional or household way of making beverage. That is known by the name. Then it is also known as the nectar of gods. In ancient, there is another term. So fermented honey is a very useful product. Because it is a high value product with the increasing demand in craft alcohol, in certain alcohol markets. So that also is some of the advantages of that. So fermented honey is mainly used as a beverage. Beverage means just like alcohol that we are using. We are adding. So basically it is a type of alcohol. So that is what it's called, because when we are adding this honey yeast into any product, that will be converting it into alcohol. So here you can see that fermented honey is shown here. So this is how a fermented honey will be appearing. So it's actually a combination of honey and water into which we are introducing yeast. Main purpose of this is to use it as a alcohol or a beverage. Now we go to the second type. Second type is honey paste for dressing wound. Now medicinal grade honey mixed with suitable carriers like herbal extract or aloe gel. Aloe vera gel is known as aloe gel, and that will be forming a paste, form a topical. Topical just means just like ointment we are applying. on the surface, on surface application. So that is we know everybody has an idea. Sometimes in healing wound, honey is an important type of medicine. So honey has a lot of medicinal value also. Honey has a natural antibacterial, anti-inflammatory and wound healing property. So these properties of the honey is what we are applied, or what we will be using in using honey as a medicine for dressing wound. So because its pH is very low acidic content, hydrogen peroxide content is the hydrogen peroxide is capable of a very powerful antioxidant, so that it can kill most of the bacteria present in the wound. Then it has an osmotic effect. Osmotic effect means it is capable of pulling water, withdrawing water, so that bacteria cannot survive. And because of that nature of osmotic effect, it also capable of reducing the inflammation. So these are the two qualities of honey which we are, one is antibacterial property as well as anti-inflammatory property. And this antibacterial is mostly because of the presence of hydrogen peroxide, and anti-inflammatory because of its osmotic effect. So next thing is about the uses of this honey paste, mainly for dressing minor cuts, burns and ulcers, especially in modern as well as alternative traditional medicine. For example, this nature therapy, Ayurvedic therapy, that kind of medicine, honey is very well used. So in therapeutic market, used in hospital as well as home care. So this is known as the honey paste for dressing. Maybe if there is any picture, I will show you. See, some kind of medicines are also available. See, wound honey. See, this kind of medicines are also now available in market. So these are all mainly consists of honey, and other maybe it is combined with some other products also. So this kind of medicines are now, or ointments are now available in the, see here, different types of honey paste are available. So honey has a medicinal value. So that is what is what we should understand by that. This is the, see here also you can find different type of honey paste are there. Now we go to the third one, honey jelly. Now it's a sweet spreadable jelly made from honey and will be rich in fruit pectin and sometimes fruit juice. So honey jelly, everybody will be having some idea. Here it is not very common, but if you go to European countries or other countries, sometimes just like we apply jam in the bread, they use honey. And there also we can find different types of honey. This is all honey jelly. See, just like a thickened form of honey. Honey is naturally, honey is slightly loose. This is more jam-like, so that we can apply on the bread. So eating with the honey then eating with the bread will be more easier. So these are all honey jelly. Here in our market I have not seen, but in many Western countries I have seen this honey jelly. So that is mainly honey jelly. It's a breakfast spread or in dessert. Then the boiling honey with the pectin and acid. That is how we are preparing this honey jelly. To form a jelly-like consistency. So if you add some pectin, especially fruit pectin with some lemon juice, it will be the loose watery nature will be gone, and it will become more thicker. That is known as a honey jelly. It is mainly used as a breakfast spread. The next one is honey caramel. if there is a honey caramel. Here you can see that see here also you can find different type of salted honey caramel. See some type of a chocolate type thing that is known as honey caramel. Here also you can see that these are all honey caramels. So it's a chewy, soft textured candies made from cooking honey with cream or butter. That is how we are, almost like a chocolate. A chocolate-like thing is known as a honey caramel. See, here you can see that these are of honey caramel. Here also in our market, honey may be available, but it's not so popular in India. So it's a soft textured candy. Candies mean chocolate-like thing, made from cooking honey with cream or butter. So how we are preparing it, we will be heating honey with a dairy ingredient. Dairy means milk ingredients until desired caramel consistency is reached, then cooled and cut. So that is simply milking, cooking honey with some milk or butter products. We will be able to produce this honey caramel. So that is how we are preparing honey caramel. And main advantage or main uses of honey is that it is used as a sweet, often sold in health gourmet or health conscious candy line. Because people are always very crazy about honey. They know the medicinal value of honey. So in our country also people take honey because it helps in reducing weight, slimming people. So honey is a useful thing. Then adds novelty and flavor richness to normally it is a different type of product. So that is a caramel, honey caramel. Then another is creamed honey or whipped or spun honey. We will check. So in this creamed honey, see, this is how a creamed honey will be appearing. See, in markets also it is available. See, these are all natures of a creamed honey. See, you can see it. So this is a creamed honey. So this is how the nature of a creamed honey. So it is not exactly like a honey, but it is prepared by fine honey crystals are mixed with the liquid honey and stored at a cool temperature to produce a smooth texture. So that is how almost like a thickened form of honey. Slightly color is slightly different. Here you can see that it is not the normal color of the honey that we are seeing. Here also you can find creamed honey. See, here you can see that these are all available in European and Western markets, not popular in India. So this is another product from honey known as. For example, we can also, if you are interested, you can prepare some product from honey like this. For example, you have a tie-up with some honey bee farmers and you collect honey. Instead of normally selling honey, that has a normal market. But if you sell something different from honey, people may be interested. For example, creamed honey or creamed jelly or honey jelly. So that is a new area which you can try, because here it is not so much explored, this kind of different products of honey. Then highly marketable in urban areas and for convenience and aesthetic appeal. Because in urban area, advantages. People are very conscious about these things. So, and even though the price is slightly higher, people in cities may not bother spending that extra amount. But in rural markets, selling these kind of products may not be very easy. So that kind of potential is there. So purpose is to introduce to different products which we can make from honey. So creamed honey is also a very, so it is used as a spread on bread or crackers and preferred for its non-drip because it is thicker. You can see from the picture that it is slightly thicker in nature, almost like a normal this chocolate spread. See, there are different Nutella like chocolate spread are available. So almost appearing like that. That's why these kind of products, because Nutella will be having a lot of other product, a lot of fat will be there. But in case if you are using honey spread for daily breakfast, then honey is very good. Health wise it is more good than taking other kind of products like Nutella. So that is the advantage of honey. Then another is comb honey. We will see a picture first. See, this is the honey comb. See, what is a comb honey means we are taking the honey from the honey. So this is how a honey will be naturally appearing. So this is the original nature of the honey. So this is how honey will be naturally present. It will be filled in this kind of small hexagonal spaces. And that honey is known as a comb honey. It's a natural form of honey. So raw honey sold still inside natural wax comb. So if we are not processing anything, we just take the honey in their natural form and we are selling it. See, pure honey. See here also you can see that how they are selling it as a marketable product without any kind of modification. Because some people see this is the raw honey, nicely cut and put it in a box and sold. So this kind of strategies are also used. Raw honey sold still inside natural wax comb, usually cut directly from the hive. So the eaten as is used as a garnish. Some chew the wax like gum. So that is also possible. And this is a premium product, unprocessed product, and that will be retaining the original flavor of the honey as well as original smell or aroma of the honey. So some people will be, because in our state and in our country, there is always a preference for natural products. Anything that is natural, organic, people are ready to spend extra money. Sometimes that may not be organic, but they will be marketed as an organic product. But so if you market something as an organic product or a natural product, there may be a lot of crazy people who want to buy such thing. So they will be high in demand among the health conscious or gourmet consumers. So that is the advantage of selling this kind of products. Then honey beer is there. So these are all different products which we can develop from honey. Honey beer. See, this is the honey brown. This is see, I think this is a honey beer. See, here also you can see that this is a honey beer. So the honey is added during or after brewing to infuse beer with it. It's normal beer filled with or mixed with the honey. That is a honey beer. Even if you go to European countries, they sell honey chicken. Honey chicken is almost like a normal chili chicken with some honey in that. They add honey, lot of honey. So it appears then some slight taste of honey, but it almost like normal chili chicken. So honey is added during and after brewing to infuse beer with the floral or fruity notes. That is how honey beer is prepared. A type of beer brewed with honey. So only thing is normal honey which is mixed with honey, is known as a honey beer. So that will be giving a special flavor, aroma, and fermentation sugar. Then it is very also popular in beer market, can range from sweet to dry in taste. So what is the purpose of that is it's a specialty product, slightly different product. Now people are always very crazy about what is different. When everybody is selling normal type of beer and you see honey beer, oh, let's try it today. That kind of mentality is there. So that is the appeal of this kind of. Sometimes all these products will be highly expensive also. Even though there is not much expense involved in making it, still these products are always very expensive. Then another is honey fruit syrup. Let's see how a honey fruit syrup will be appearing. Honey fruit syrup. See here you can see that this is our honey fruit syrup. So here you can see that this is a so there will not be much difference. Honey fruit syrup is a natural sweet, viscous. Viscous means more thicker, just like a gum. Viscous product made from blending honey with the fruit juices. So that is the nature of honey fruit syrup. So only difference is that in this honey fruit syrup we will be mixing it with some fruit juices or fruit extract also. Then it is used as a topping. For example, in ice cream or dessert or pancake, we will be just applying this honey over it. So for example, we take ice cream and just put a little of honey syrup over it. So that is known as honey fruit syrup. Those are the purposes of honey fruit syrup. So here we can see the different steps involved in how the one is what kind of fruits we have to select, like berries, mangoes, pineapple, etc. Then how we should extract the juice, that also is mentioned here. Then filtering products. I think those aspects we may not be needed to study much. So these are some of the steps involved in preparing a honey fruit syrup. Then next one is honey with the fruits and nuts. That is another product. Honey with the fruits and nuts. Let's see if there is a see here you can say jammed honey. Here maybe yes, here you can see that this honey with the fruits and nuts. So in this honey with this is also a value product where dried fruits like raisins, figs, apricots or almonds etc. are suspended in honey. Just a different, see this is how the product will be appearing. It's normal honey. In the honey we will be putting these products like almond or raisins or figs. So that becomes a different type of, it's popular as health supplement. So this is how we are preparing honey. Honey fruit. What is the name? Honey with the fruits and nuts. So this is how the preparation. Then some sterilization or UV treatment should be done so that there will not be any bacteria or microorganism in that. So this is also a marketable product. So here you can see what are the products that you can prepare by using a simple honey. Instead of selling honey directly, you can sell it as a cream, you can sell it as a jelly, or you can sell it as a chocolate. So different products here, you are not doing much. You just buy some almond, put almond into this honey, and you are selling it as a new product. See, so easy. So, but people will be crazy. So honey with the almond. Okay, let's try it today. Even if it is very expensive, 500 rupees, nobody bother. Because honey is valuable, honey is medicinal. So people have that kind of approach to it. So people will buy. So this is how we are marketing a product. See, you can see that it's a simple honey, but this honey is actually converted or marketed as different products. So when we market, that is the skill in business. When we say that this is an old thing, for example, a flower can be marketed in different way. You can market this as a bouquet, you can market this as a flower vase, or we can market this as a wall decoration. Then the appeal, attraction of the flower will increase. So instead of simply selling some flower in the normal way, if you convert it into some other product, then the marketable value of the product will increase. So that is what they are also doing here. They try to introduce you some of the different products which can be made from honey. Then you can also see this is the different process involved in preparing this honey with the fruits and nuts. There will be some sterilization. Purpose of sterilization is that when mixing, there should not be any bacteria in that. Normally, honey is a very good antibacterial solution, so that bacteria normally won't survive. But if you are sterilizing it or applying some UV light, whatever bacteria that might have entered into it will be dead during that process. So these are some of the advantages of that. Then another is here honey gums. We don't know if there is a picture of honey gums. So these are all different things. See, these are all honey gums. See, here also you can see this. These are all honey gums. It's like a gum or a paste. You can prepare this kind of material. So these are chewable jelly-like candies made from honey or natural flavor. I think here they have shown. I think these are all honey gums. I cannot see the correct picture. Maybe something like this. What they are showing here is a different product than the product they are intended. So simply we put honey and some gelling agent like gelatin or pectin. For example, in preparing many food products like ice cream, etc., we will be adding pectin. So that will be a gelling agent, and that will be also adding some natural fruit flavors or color, so that honey will be of slightly different. So honey and gelling agent are heated and dissolved in water, and we will be also adding some fruit juice and color. So that becomes a chocolate-like thing or gum-like thing. That product is known as a honey gum. Then how the process of this actually done is shown here. These details you may not require, you may not be able to. So these are the different methods that we are using in preparing these honey gums also. So there are different products are there, honey gums, honey with the fruits and nuts, honey fruit syrup, honey beer, home honey, creamed honey, honey caramel, honey jelly, honey paste, and fermented honey. So a lot of products are possible by using a simple honey. So this is how we are marketing a product. So for example, one problem with Indians generally is that we make very good food products. For example, our laddu, jalebi, all these are really good things. But one problem generally with Indians is that we don't pack these items properly. My uncle is in USA and he has been there. What he normally does is that he buy our laddu and jalebi from India, and then he will be going to the this Middle East, Gulf countries. From there he bought packets, special container for that. Then he put this laddu and jalebi in that boxes and give it to American people. Otherwise, if you directly give them these American people our products, they do not find it attractive, appealing unless it is well packed. This well packing is what we are missing. So it is very important that only if the product is good, we have to pack it also good. See how European chocolates are coming. Sometimes the chocolates may not be very good. The taste may be very poor. Still their packing and other things will be excellent. So Indians generally have this problem. We do not pack anything properly. We make really good food products, but only for Indians that will be appealing. For Europeans, they want everything should be very clean, very well appealing, and packing also should be so well. Otherwise, they will feel that it might be prepared in a dirty way. So that will reduce their marketable value. So this aspect is what is very important when we are exporting something. What is well, for example, even if a product is very bad, if it is packing is really good, people think it's a good product. So this is what the corporate people are exploiting. They take the raw products from farmers, then they convert it into beautifully appealing product by packing it in beautiful container, then market it, then they give lot of advertising. So people think that, oh, this is something great. Actually, it is a normal thing itself. So this is the principle of business. If you in business, you have to market it in a nice way. So this is an idea of how the different products are possible from honey. Not a very difficult topic. If you can go through it and if you can remember the pictures, so easy for it.